There's some wild books that you could read in just one day if you're suffering from a reading slump. First is The Unworthy by Agustina Bazterrica. This was released recently and it's only 160 pages. It's an apocalyptic horror about a girl who doesn't remember much of her life before the apocalypse because she has since joined a monastery of women where they keep all outsiders out and they have to survive together. Our main character is part of the Unworthy, which is the lowest tier that you could be within this covenant. She dreams of being either chosen or enlightened. This covenant is extremely brutal though, and we do see that even just becoming chosen is not exactly a blessing. Once the women become chosen, they're mutilated in different ways to enhance their spiritual gifts. Very few actually make it to enlightenment, but no one knows what happens to them once they are considered enlightened. Our main character is one of the Unworthy, so we get to watch her experience these strange sacred rituals and the ways in which they're trying to protect themselves from the apocalyptic outside world. She's also really concerned with pleasing the superior sister, who is the head nun of this covenant and is extremely brutal and very authoritarian. The central mystery is what actually happened before she arrived at the sisterhood, as our main character kind of uncovers her past. It is wild. Next, A Short Stay in Hell by Stephen L. Peck. This book is only 110 pages and you will be gripped by it the entire time. This is about a man named Soren who was a Mormon in his life, but he has since died and he is now in hell. The devil that he's interacting with decides to send him to hell that would suit him best. In this case, which is a vast library with millions of floors and wings that go out in all different directions, and every single wing of this library is exactly the same. It's a very labyrinthian type library. The rules about this hell are very clear. You can escape this hell if you find a book that describes your life from beginning to end without any errors, any punctuation errors, any timeline errors. Once you find that and you submit it into the slot that's located in each wing, you're able to leave. In this hell, there are other people that exist in this library. This book actually takes this idea and explores it to the very end. Any question you might have, like, well, what's at the bottom of the floor, or how do they eat, or how do they structure society in this hell, those all get answered, and it is really, really interesting, and I think it's very impressive for a 110-page book. It's super bleak, but it's definitely worth the read. Another horror novel I recently picked up was Victorian Psycho by Virginia Fado. This one is more of a fun slasher type book. This is about Winifred Naughty, who has recently gotten a job as a governess for a very wealthy family in the countryside of England named the Pounds. As she's there, we start realizing that Winifred is a very unreliable narrator, and she starts having these very violent visions and very violent urges. And we slowly start to uncover a little bit more about Winifred's past and realize that she is probably not fit for this job whatsoever. This book's climax just comes together in such a glorious, gory amount of fun. If you're looking for a horror book that's like just fun but kind of gross, this is a perfect one.